we started the fire.
Yes, the fire rises.
How come you don't want me, man?
I have failed this city.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door and bring the fight to them. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. This day we fight! That's how winning is done.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy, where all ships are canon, and the topics, they're more like a set of guidelines than actual rules. Joining me on this crusade is my good friend. He's the GOAT! The GOAT! We got Jason Ingram.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Jason, how does it feel to be the greatest of all time?
Yeah, it feels good. Feels good.
Yes, let it be known in the lore that Jason Ingram is the greatest of all time, and there are nothing else.
Exactly.
We got Skullgrin saying evening all. Hey, buddy,
Hey.
how you been?
How's it going,
So-
Skullgrin?
We'll be diving into a very particular black hole here in just a second, but
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to take a quick moment to kind of talk about something. So, just so everyone knows, and I have to do this. Okay, we are 2 weeks out from the launch of Screecher Volume 1. If you have not yet signed up, there is a link. We are going to be going live on this very show 2 weeks from today, June 5th.
Yep.
The stream will start at 6 p.m. The campaign launches at 6:30. So, and then also, this is a Kickstarter. Your money does not come out until the end of the campaign, and only if I'm successful. So, if you're worried about, like, oh, I'll back it when my paycheck comes in, just know that you can back it now, and just make sure you have the money when the campaign ends, July 5th. I just wanted to do that real quickly because you guys aren't here for that, although I do appreciate your support. Also, wanted to acknowledge Nathaniel Brown gets the title of first today. He is the Prince of the Universe.
Indeed.
So, Star Wars. A topic that is often brought up on this channel. Lethal nonsense. We're here. Star Wars is
A vicious black hole.
yes. I was getting to that, my friend. Star Wars is a topic that comes up on streams a lot, and oftentimes I need to rein it in because I call it the Star Wars black hole because once we stop talking about it, it just draws us in and we just can't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
It's a black hole. It just draws you in and crushes you.
Down to the soul.
Indeed, my friend. So I figured today, let's just do it. Let's just go down the black hole. And it was only later that I realized that Mandalorian and Grogu comes out this week, so I accidentally had good synergy with the algorithm today.
Yeah, exactly. So we might get some viewers in here that are wondering, are they going to talk about it? Or are they going to talk about it? No.
What even is the future of Star Wars anymore at this point? Yeah.
That's
Like,
Go ahead.
Let me show you how bad it is, okay? So Mandalorian and Grogu is opening, all right? Let me screen share it. Let me show you how bad it is, okay? There we go. So here's Fandango, all right? 64% critics rating. I And then let's look at some seating, okay? So imagine Canton. That's one of my local ones. That's actually let's just do check seats, okay? All right. But the fact that it's not sold out. This is a Star Wars movie, and this is an hour before the movie is supposed to start, okay? And look at this 10 one. Look. Let's do another one. Let's do a 3D. Okay, this one starts in 3 minutes. Okay? This showing starts in 3 minutes. Look at this. Look, it's 3 minutes away, and look how many seats they have still left.
This is not looking good at all.
This starts in 3 minutes. This is Friday. Today is Friday. It's a week of release. This is like the prime time.
Exactly.
And here's a standard showing, 640.
A little better, but not much.
Decent, I would say. But still not sold out. Like that's like kind of my word.
Yeah. It's the fact that they're not sold out.
Oh God, I have seen versions last longer than that fight.
Oh man, that's just bad in general.
Do you know how long the Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano fight lasted?
2.5 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Ouch! Gina Carano is a beast.
Okay, IMAX starts in an hour. Look, let's go. Downfall of Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chose not to go because it's basically a glorified TV special. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a glorified TV special.
I think given where we are in pop culture, Star Wars isn't this one to talk about anymore. Yeah. I would kind of agree with that because when they're doing the sequel trilogy, there's a lot of stuff. I think we've really reached the apathy stage. We've gone past hate. We've kind of reached apathy with Star Wars.
It's the apathy. What would make Star Wars resurface is they were sold off to somebody else and they just redid everything. Well, I'd say for the first 3 or first 6.
I mean, if you want to know what the future of Star Wars is, I can show you what the future of Star Wars is.
Why am I scared?
No, Jason, you know exactly what I'm about to do here. You know exactly.
Oh, no. I do.
The future of Star Wars is to get lost in my kingdom.
Yes, okay, there you go. That's where I thought you were going. Which I need to dedicate. I've read pages. I have. And I enjoy it.
I basically got tired of all the Star Wars talk, because my thing is you can only complain about Star Wars for enough before it's like either crap or get off the pot. So I created my own version of Star Wars with blackjack and hookers. So check out Lost Kingdom. It's my novel. It's actually really good. Like, everyone who's read it said they like it. So links in the chat. Check it out. All that good stuff. I had to share my novel. I had to.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I hope it gets sold off. Disney has ruined and pills the franchise beyond repair.
Yeah.
All right, and then at least we will always have the original trilogy. No one can ever take away. You say that now.
Yeah.
Lawsuit incoming. I would like to see Disney try. Apart from this franchise, it's just going through the motions. We literally said everything there's to say. Yeah.
It's not so much that we're going to be talking about the new Star Wars. It's the old, what was good, which is lost.
I mean, granted, there's these like vicious rumors that like apparently Filoni's going to use the World Between Worlds to reboot the original trilogy and just stick his totally original character, Please Don't Steal, named Ahsoka Tano, into the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm. That might happen. Or
here's the problem.
Reboot it from 7.
Here's the problem with a lot of modern Star Wars. so many Jedi survived Order 66, and they don't get mentioned in the original show. It's like, where's Cal Kestis? Like, why was Ahsoka Tano never mentioned? Like, basically, you have these characters where like they're active during the dark times, but they disappear for the original trilogy, and they start popping back up again after Return of the Jedi.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lucas kind of did the same thing with certain characters, but Ahsoka, that's the one that's being thrown around all over the place. It makes no sense.
Yeah, like what happened to all the Inquisitors? Of course, not all of them got killed at the end. And if you can go buy the original trilogy in its original format, I will give Disney credit for one thing: they are releasing the original trilogy, the original cut, in theaters next year, and I will be going to see that.
Oh yeah, I will see that, and I will say this: Han shot first.
Wait! Go buy the original trilogy in its original format.
Are you doing it? He's doing it, guys. He's doing it.
Oh, you got me, you mother uffers.
You.
I actually got a full size myself for this.
Do you have the VHS?
Go buy the original.
You have the VHS?
I've shown this on stream before. I've shown this on
I
stream.
forgot. No, I think you have. I forgot that you have it. You have the VHS.
All right. For those who care, this is the I think the 1984 release. I'm sure people would know more about this than I do. So
I don't know. You better not show that again. It says FBI there at the bottom.
God damn it! God damn it!
I couldn't help myself.
A lot of Jedi went into hiding. A lot also got killed in the second Purge. The second Purge. That's their plot hole covering thing.
Yeah, that's their. Yeah, they're covering a plot hole.
No, they're doing the original cut of Star Wars in 2027.
Yeah.
Someone actually did a video on that theory. There's roughly 100 to 200 Jedis that are never mentioned again. Yeah. Like, for example, and there's lots of Jedis that didn't go into hiding that were actively fighting, like Cal Kestis. I mean, I get that there's one more game left in his story. You know, but like, what about characters like Marin, Seer? There's a lot of characters that like didn't survive, that survived, that just are unaccounted for. And the Inquisitors, like Reva. Like, what happened to her? I mean, obviously no one cares about Reva, but still.
Well, yeah, Reva can get lobbed into a black hole for all I care. But, you know, that's...
Your VHS is old enough to run for the Senate. I am the Senate. No, Jason, please. I want to do, like, please. I am the Senate. Soon the Sith will rule the galaxy. Soon the rebellion will be crushed. Young Skywalker will be one of us. Sorry, Cal does not exist in my realms.
That's a video game guy, right?
Yeah, Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, and Jedi Survivor. I actually like those games.
Yeah, the games are good. That's the one thing that Disney has done right. That game series has done better than anything they've done in live action. When you think about it,
the problem is also Star Wars doesn't know what it wants to be, and you have kind of like two camps. You have the Star Wars needs to be a live action cartoon for kids, you know, the Filoni camp, and then you have the Andor stands, who are like Star Wars can be this high class cinema.
No,
I noticed my voice was breaking, and I just leaned into it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The guy who was a Joker in Gotham. Also, he was on Shameless too. So,
yeah.
Fauve Tor is cooked. You mean Fate of the Old Republic?
Oh yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked. I know one of the original workers on Knights of the Old Republic is doing it, but it's his underlings that have me concerned.
If they get Drew Casperin to come back, then I might. Hey, Jesus!
Hey,
Praise!
Jesus,
Jesus is here. We got Jesus in the chat. Well, I can tell you all the Star Wars camps. There's too many. It's basically Civil War.
Oh dear. So I guess it's a good thing that lightsabers are fictional and not real.
I don't know. Yeah, because we got King Potato. Hey, doing bloody.
Hey, what's up, King Potato?
Yeah, so you got the Star Wars Saga people, which is basically episodes 1 through 6. I think that's kind of like the biggest camp of Star Wars fans. You got the original trilogy only people. You got the original cut only people. You have the we love the sequel trilogy, the Disney shills. You have the Phantom Menace, which is not really a thing anymore. I remember going on like one Phantom Menace stream one time, and it was actually really uncomfortable because like I liked some stuff. Like I liked Rogue One. It's like, you have to hate everything Star Wars. Everything Disney touches is bad.
Yeah, no, I don't fit into that camp.
Secret at this point, I think that Star Wars should just end. It feels like as though it's lived in everything it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like...
They could make video games or something like that, but as a movie series, it's dead.
If I mean, I'll tell you right now, if Disney came to me and be like, hey, Nick, here's $200 million, create a Star Wars movie for us, I would basically, I would jettison the sequel trilogy and do a Jedi Academy trilogy. Because I would base it off of like, okay, who's alive, and what can I do with that? So, okay, Mark Hamill's still alive, and we could probably bribe him to come back to the sequel and play Luke, but Jedi Academy Luke, bring in Cal Katarn, like basically base it off the Jedi Academy trilogy from the books, and then kind of go that way. That's what I would do. Kind of counting for Leia's not here. You could probably start getting bringing Mark Hamill. Harrison Ford is not going to want to touch it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a given.
All right, let me get back to the comments. Sorry, you guys are awesome. They brought back Drew and Chris Avlone. I would have hope for the game, but I'm sure it's going to be set in canon, not Legends. Yeah, Legends. I'm actually kind of glad they're not doing new Legend stories. Can you imagine them doing a new Legend story?
Oh God!
Be grateful they're not doing Legends.
Oh, I'm grateful. That's the thing. I never read any of the Legends books, but all the video. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
what? What the fuck?
Yes. I've never read any of the Legends books. I've played all the Legends games.
We need to fix that. We
do.
All right, the Phantom Menace was fake news. Everything Disney touches is bad me. Even if they brought in new people to run it, we've gone too far to try and save what's left of the franchise.
Yeah.
Tell Mark Hamill to work out while you're at it. Didn't Anakin kill the younglings in Jedi Academy? That was Revenge of the Sith, my friend.
Yeah, that was Revenge of the Sith.
Jedi. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? Boom.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. Like, I actually kind of love George Lucas for going there. Like, just igniting the lightsaber. I mean, obviously he didn't show up. He went right up to that line. Oh God. I do. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's props that he went there.
No, 10 years later in hindsight, I realize it's a good thing they retconned it. Yeah. The Phantom Menace is not the worst thing ever. I think we realize that now.
Yeah, no, the Phantom Menace isn't the worst. Disney Star Wars is the worst.
I got hired to take over Star Wars. There are so many wires you have to cross before you ever make anything. Watched it twice in the theater one day. I only watched it once. I think my dad took me to see it like a few weeks after it premiered and there was still like a big line for it. Like I still remember us driving up to the movie theater and there was still a line up to the box office. Remember, this was 1999 and that was still a thing back then.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Jedi Praxium or Jedi Academy. If you're talking about like the Last Jedi lore, that was Kylo Ren. Which do you all prefer? What do you mean?
I prefer
Jason, just don't, please.
Okay.
I know you're about to do your thing, but can we just admit that despite the misguided attempts, yes, I am fully willing to admit that they are not perfect, but George Lucas made an honest attempt, and there's a lot more they're at least watchable and they're at least coherent.
Yeah, they at least follow the plot.
They were dark times after the Empire, the rise of Disney.
Yes.
Ultimately, they don't need to exist. If they didn't, our childhoods. See, that's the thing. Like, I totally understand why George Lucas sold to Disney. There were people making songs like George Lucas blank my childhood. Like, I would do it too. Plus, he got $4 billion out of it. So, like, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
The times of Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh yeah, no.
Woo, chat's going fast. Wow. Disney Star Wars from The Force Awakens. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Disney buying Star Wars ultimately was a huge mistake. Yeah. If I were in charge of Star Wars, by divine right, I would scrap Disney entire universe. Have Tizon, Sackpole, Travis. Yeah. But bring in Drew Casper. I think in the annals of great Star Wars writers, I think Drew Casperin is right up there with Timothy Zahn.
Yes.
So Jason, if you're going to start Star Wars Legends, I know exactly the trilogy to start from. Okay.
Okay.
And yes, you guys did it again, you bastards.
Yeah, they did it again. I mean, the only Star Wars Legends I know are the video games, which that's all I can talk about regarding Legends. I haven't read the books, but I've read the games.
Okay, it's right here. Sorry. So, there is a trilogy of Star Wars books that I hold dear. Okay. I actually only really have the first and the third one. It's actually kind of funny, but I'll just show you. This is the third book in the series. All right. Look at the author. Look at the author.
Yeah.
Darth Bane. There's a trilogy of these. The first one is Darth Bane, Path of Destruction. And there's Darth Bane Rule 2, and there's Darth Bane Dynasty of Evil. Okay? If you're going to start anywhere, I highly recommend starting here, and I need to catch up with chat. I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, you do.
Chat's going really fast. So,
the way I understand it, all his books are canon because Disney had him in an animated port.
Darth Bane himself is canon. His stories, not necessarily, from what I understand.
Okay.
But Darth Bane himself is canon because he did appear in Clone Wars. If nothing else, the reason why bad media exists is that it can remind us of good media out there to exist and more. Yeah, I call that the Godzilla 2014 effect.
Yeah.
Basically, when you have a movie that is so bad, and then the next movie after it is just does the bare minimum, it actually seems better by comparison. So Godzilla 1998 was so bad. By the time we got to Godzilla 2014 is a decent movie. But because it's decent, I think it gets a little bit overrated. You know, I still like Godzilla 2014, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's still good. But
so I call it the Godzilla 2014 effect.
Yeah.
Drew as well. I would bring Chris Avallone too. Has he done Star Wars stuff? Has Chris done Star Wars stuff? Oh, he worked on KOTOR too, I think.
Yeah, possible.
Okay. Plus, we don't have the expanded universe. We don't need Disney sequels, especially when if I'm being honest, there really isn't great directors for video game movies. Minecraft movie was buns. Borderland movie was buns. First Sonic movie was buns, and all the newest Star Wars. I heard the God of War movie is coming out soon, but the one directing it hated playing God of War. They're doing like a series, and they're skipping straight to the Greek saga that tells you everything. The Norse saga that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Chris Avallone is the one who wrote KOTOR 2. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. Legit then. Jason,
Yeah.
what are you into? Like military, sci-fi, Western-ish, noir? I can probably find good recommendations for you.
If I had to guess, I'd say the first option.
Did you ever watch TIE Fighter by Paul Talking Johnson? I have not.
I have not.
Start with Stormtrooper.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like a wide variety. Like there's like a zombie Star Wars novel. I hear it's pretty good. Yes, Chris Avallone did KOTOR 2. I think he did a few comics as well. Oh, you think the darkness is your ally? Henry Cavill is a Chad. Where did that come from? I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Honestly, if there was somebody doing Star Wars, that would be the one guy I would demand to be part of it.
No. Henry Cavill playing Darth Bane. Oh, that is perfect casting. Because Darth Bane in the novels is like supposedly like jacked because he like worked in the mines. So like, you know, he's supposed to have like a really big muscles or whatnot. He's supposed to be like a big, powerful, intimidating force. So, oh yes,
yes.
If you like military sci-fi aspect from the Public Commando novels, my favorite is also X-Wing, which is great as well. No. Pence is maidenless. We've established that, Hood Raven. We've established Pence is maidenless. It's literally a rule of the Discord.
Oh.
I love how for April Fool's Day I changed it to like I changed it to the opposite. I was talking to him afterwards. I changed. He's like, "Oh no, I screenshotted it." Like, God dang it, he's got dirt on me now.
Yeah, he does.
God dang it. Oh gosh. But yeah, I love the Darth Bane novels. Trying to think of what other Star Wars. I read the first two Jedi Academy novels. Those are really good. There's a bunch I've read. But like, unfortunately, it's like 20, 30 years ago that I've read them.
Yeah, I haven't read any of them, but I've played most, if not all, of the original video games released for it. Save for maybe a few.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
That's what I was thinking when somebody said TIE Fighters. I was thinking movie. But I don't know why.
And here's another thing I love about Star Wars is the fan films. Since Disney owns Marvel and DC, what if DC and Star Wars colluded? Superman versus Darth Vader.
Actually, no. Disney can't own DC.
They don't own DC. Warner does. The fact they haven't done a Marvel versus Star Wars crossover yet, I do not know. Like Iron Man, like think Iron Man versus Darth Vader.
That would be fun.
So my artistic bumps. It's fair. It's fine.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. We fault no one.
The fact they haven't done a Marvel and Star Wars crossover yet, like, what if the Empire, like, what if the Star Wars universe suddenly collided with the Marvel universe? Like, imagine, like, the Shi'ar Empire going to war with the Empire, you know, kind of thing. Like, Lalandra shows up, be like, we had these people attack our galaxy, with these people attack our space. And she describes it, and it's like the Empire, and they're coming here, you know.
Yeah, that's something that could be done. But they're not going to do it, and I'll tell you why. Because they don't want to lose twice as much money. They would sell less, probably.
No, you're doing it again, sir. You're doing it again.
I'm just trying to think of how much.
This would be a comic event.
A comic event. Okay, they might sell that. I thought you were talking about a movie.
That would sell like her. Oh God. I don't know how that would work with the MCU because the Star Wars exists in the MCU. Which, by the way, if Star Wars exists in the MCU, how do you explain the prequels? Because Nick Fury looks an awful lot like Sam Jackson, and Jane Foster looks a lot like that woman who played Padme.
An awful lot like it, yes.
It's like that one meme I saw where it's like, oh, I'm finally gonna watch. Like Thor sits down, it's like, oh, I'm finally gonna watch these Star Wars movies. Like, all right, we always fall back in the fan films. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Those are all still on YouTube, actually, I believe. Unless
Yeah,
Disney
most
had
of
them
them.
struck down.
I found it. I found the meme.
You found the meme. Be afraid,
Yes.
people. Be very
I
afraid.
have the meme. Okay. Got it. I feel like Jason Ingram right now. I have so many tabs open.
Yes, I almost killed my PC because I had 3 windows open of YouTube. Okay?
All right. Here we go. All right. Time to watch those Star Wars movies that Peter Parker kid is so obsessed with. Wait. Who the hell is this?
And the hell is this? Oh. Oh, that is actually kind of funny. I've never seen that meme, but I can see why it's a thing.
It's like hey, I know it's a long shot, but there's never been a Marvel Star Wars crossover. But Darth Vader, RoboCop, both share a scene in Indian in the Cupboard. I understood that reference.
I finally got it. It took me a minute.
Oh god. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Do you remember that movie?
Which one? I know
Indian
RoboCop.
in the Cupboard.
No, that one I might not have seen. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. It's one of those wishy-washy things.
Basically, it's a cupboard. Basically, when you put stuff in there, it makes stuff come alive.
Okay, no, I haven't seen that one. All you had to say was that, and I already know I haven't seen it.
All right, here we go. That is a Man at Arms.
Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I'm never getting my kid that thing, if I ever have one. No.
Wait, okay, sorry. Wait, so maybe they are connected. What was your first experience watching Star Wars? How did it change your life? Sorry. Poor Jason missing out on some good movies. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen most of those. I've seen RoboCop and all that. Yeah.
So I will share that answer. I'm just going to go get some pop because I'm a bit parched right now.
Yeah. I'll start the talk on
I
that.
saw Princess Leia. I got a bit thirsty. You see that slave bikini? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's that. The first Star Wars I saw was actually Episode 4. And I saw it on
As you should.
I saw it on VHS. I was around 7, 8 years old. I was actually shocked by most of it, and then I fell in love with it. I only watched the movies. I never went into the books and all that. I'll admit that.
Okay.
But then around the release of KOTOR, that's when I started diving deep into the video games. And then Mass Effect came out and consumed the rest of my life.
It's Fago. Fago. What I'm drinking.
Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to go see if they came back with the food. I'm going to be gone for a bit. Sorry to leave you alone, Nick.
What's for dinner?
Chinese.
Okay, that's good. At least
Well,
it's
I
not
mean,
the other
sesame
thing.
chicken. That's what I'm getting.
Well, then say open sesame and the food will appear.
Oh, yeah, oh, definitely.
So, while Jason's gone, I'll tell you my story of how I got into Star Wars. So, my obsession started, I think there was one time where my parents were leaving and I was getting babysat. And I was like, I want to see Star Wars. Because at that point, I knew what Star Wars was because, cultural osmosis kind of thing. And I think my mom dug out a set of tapes because Sci-Fi Channel at one point did a marathon of the first 3 Star Wars movies, complete non-edited with like Carrie Fisher segments in like the early 90s. My parents had taped it. And that's how I first watched Star Wars. This was like pre like the gold box VHS. This is like pre that. So yeah, that's how I first did Star Wars. And then when they did the special editions, my grandparents took me to see episode 1. So this is about 96, I think. They took me to see episode 1 in theaters. I did see episode 1 in theaters when they re-released it back in the 90s. I think I was like not even 10 at that point because probably 9 or 8 years old. And yeah, I love Star Wars since then. I saw episode 1 with my dad, episode 2 with my dad. Didn't get to see episode 3. I don't want to get into that. I mean, I saw it later, of course. But I saw the first 2 in theaters with my dad. Me and my dad saw a lot of movies in like the late 90s, early 2000s. That was kind of our thing for a little bit. Good times.
Yeah. I did.
But you want to know
Go ahead.
You want to know how much of a nerd I was?
Sure.
Damn, I could have sworn your story was you're out the parents at comic store, got some Star Wars comics, went to an alley shortcut at home. That's Batman, Hood of the Raven. I know you did that deliberately. I know, but I'm still disappointed with you. I know he's baiting me. I know he's quite a masturbator, but
he just wants you screeching. That's all.
I am seriously tempted to. Do you want me to get the hammer?
Not really. Not in particular. No.
Raven's like mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Yeah.
So this is how much of a nerd I was. I remember it's 2002. Don't forget to choose the mouth, by the way. Where does Star Weird come into play? I don't know because I don't even know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah.
Me either.
Okay, he's flexing. Okay, that is allowed. But it's 2002. We're watching episode 2 in theaters. It's a scene with like the Death Star, and I literally shout, "Continuity error!" or whatever. And my dad like smacked me up. You smacked me on like kind of like shut up or whatever. Because I had read the Star Wars Jedi Academy books, and like the Death Star was designed by this committee that was led by Grand Moff Tarkin, and this lady designed the Death Star, and in this trilogy she was getting escorted around by Wedge Antilles, and Wedge actually got some action, and as soon as he kissed her, this like dark Jedi came and wiped her memory. Like it's.
That sounds bleak, man.
Once a freaking nerd, always a freaking nerd.
Apparently.
What's been the most difficult moment for you being a Star Wars fan? I would probably have to say the time between the end of the prequels and the start of when prequel hate was at the worst, because I never hated the prequels. I'm probably like one of those kids, like the kids who grew up with the prequels who refuse to like hate them. Like all the venomous hate for George Lucas, I never really understood it.
Yeah.
Like, are the prequels not as good as the original trilogy? Yes. But they're not bad. Like Because even during the time, George Lucas was still listening to fans. Like Jar Jar literally got a reduced role in the rest of the movies because of the feedback.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm one of those believers that he was originally meant to be a secret hidden Sith.
I do find that theory to be very fun. I don't really put my stock into it, but I do find it to be a fun theory.
Yeah.
And even like Anakin in Attack of the Clones, like, oh, he's such a whiny, unemotional brat. He was raised by monks, told to repress his feelings. The whole point of Attack of the Clones is a boy in a man's body trying to understand his feelings while at the same time doing his duty. Like it is like, even like, I hate them, they're animals, and he has a temper tantrum. This is the problem with Jedi Order is Anakin was never taught how, like, it's just like, get that kid some therapy. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's one of those. They teach him to ignore his emotions, but they don't tell him the dangers of giving into the emotions and how it can swing.
I still think the best thing they could have done is get Shmi Skywalker off of Tatooine and get her somewhere safe. And then she gets a message to Anakin being like, hey, Anakin, I just want to let you know they've got me off Tatooine. I've got a really nice job. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. This will be the last time we speak with each other. We can't speak again, but I want you to know that I'm safe, I'm taken care of, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just if Anakin had the knowledge that his mother was fine and is safe, and he knew that the Jedi had freed his mother, he'd be grateful for it. And I think part of him would understand that he can't talk to his mother again, but just the knowledge that she's safe and that she's got a all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Would have prevented a lot of the problems later.
That alone, just the knowledge that she's safe. And I think he might not have liked it at first, but I think over time he would have understood why I couldn't talk to her. But he at least understand, like, hey, you at least got her off the planet, and I'm grateful for you for that. He would have been grateful for the Jedi. And they could have held it, I don't know. Just even that alone would have helped so much.
That would have helped a lot. One thing that I've never really understood is, like, older Jedi before a certain period could get married, could have kids, could have a life.
All right. Sorry. I gotta go nerdy.
You do. Do it.
So, they're explained in these books. At least the first book. So, by the way, Jason, the Darth Bane novels are the story of Darth Bane, the person who originated the Rule of Two.
Yeah, I know that. I know who Bane is.
In this book,
the Rule of Two. Sorry.
You're interrupting me, sir.
Sorry.
Also, chew with your mouth closed, please. In these books, basically you have the Army of the Light and the Brotherhood of Darkness. Basically, you have the Jedi are becoming more like the Sith are becoming more like the Jedi. So basically, Bane orchestrates this whole thing to where all the Sith but him die, and he reforms the Sith Order with the Rule of Two. Only two there will be: a master and an apprentice. One to embody the power, the other to crave it. And basically, it was after the battle. You had the Rusan Reformations, because you have the Battle of Rusan, which is like at the end of this novel, by the way. And that's when the Jedi were reformed into what they are now. Because before that, and by the way, anyone in the chat, if I get any of these details wrong, please correct me. The Jedi were more decentralized. Like, they had little enclaves here or there. Like that's why in KOTOR, you went to the Jedi Council on Dantooine. There was a lot of different councils spread throughout the galaxy. But after the Rusan Reformation, they both centralized all authority on Coruscant, and then that's when they also forbade the attachments.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
Yeah. Seriously, bro. Read this book, man. Read this book.
I probably will. See, the way it was.
Oh,
told
we
to-
got Vandross. We got Vandross.
Hey, Vendros.
Says you're right so far. Yeah.
Yeah. The way I was told, it was another species that had taken over the Jedi, that had removed people being able to be married, which now that you've told me
No.
this, I know
No.
that was a lie. Okay.
Now, granted, I'm mostly talking about like Legends lore, but this is also like one of those things where like Disney Star Wars hasn't really touched this aspect of the lore yet, so it's kind of like a quasi kind of state. Where like until Disney like actually touches this part of the lore, it is both canon and not canon at the same time. Hey, Vandross, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, Vendros. I can see that. They don't want to touch everything because if they do, they know they're going to probably screw it up at this point.
Yeah, so obviously I love the movies. I've read some of the books. I've done a few of the comics, but my main engagement with Star Wars has mostly been video games. I always loved Star Wars video games. Dark Forces, really great game. Let's see here. I played the Phantom Menace game for PS1. That was great. Jedi Academy, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Never got to play Galaxies when it was great. I know they have the emulator, so that but
Yeah, the Galaxies I never played. I never played that. I did play the MMO based on the Old Republic.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I have it. I did as well. I played it really good in the mid 2000s. It was really fun. I still have my characters. I can whatever. But let's see here. Star Wars Episode 1, Racer, Rogue Squadron. What I really liked about Star Wars games is there was a Star Wars game for every genre. There was a Star Wars chess game.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew of the Star Wars pinball for PC. I knew that.
Oh, Star Wars pinball. There's a bunch of that.
But yeah, I mean, how it was so great and it has fallen so low. That's what's surprising.
But yeah, it was like a PC game in the 90s. I was big into Star Wars games as a kid and didn't much of the comics. Yeah, same.
Works presents.
Look at that.
Okay. And now millions of people are
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just showing you some like old PC games from the 90s.
I did a search to see the titles, and then I saw you were actually doing it, so I closed that tab.
Did you know that they once did a Star Wars fighting game? It was a complete ass.
I think you or Pence have talked about that, but I never knew of it personally.
Yeah, and it's actually canon. It's actually canon.
What? That is very strange.
shooting womp rats back home.
Round 2, fight.
This just looked bad.
It's so ass. It is so ass.
I don't even know. I don't even want to guess what that was like to play. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. I have never seen anyone do... What was that?
Terrace Cassie. Dragon taught me.
Yes! Of all the things to make canon, Disney made that shitty 90s Star Wars game. Okay. In all fairness, Terrace Cassie itself as a martial art is canon. Doesn't mean the game is canon. But just the fact that like, the shitty Star Wars 90s video game gets made canon. Why, Disney?
Because they've lost their damn minds.
Sorry, I remember I was watching Solo, and when she dropped that reference, I was like, "What?"
I never even I watched that movie in theater, but I never got that reference.
Okay. So just so you know, like Terrace Cassie was originally invented for that video game, but they did eventually expand upon it in the lore. Terrace Cassie is an anti-Jedi martial art. Apparently, Darth Maul knew Terrace Cassie. I feel like Star Wars needs more disgraced former Captain General. I regret that.
Oh my gosh.
You'd have to really get lost in the kingdom to find one of those. To be fair, Terrace Cassie was around long before that game. They used the name of that game, kind of like how. Really?
Never knew.
Sorry, I'm actually looking it up right now because, God, I hate fandom wikis. They're just such ass.
They are.
Behind the scenes, coming from the name Terrace Cassie Steelhand, meaning Steelhand is allusion to the video game series Tekken by Namco, which is a direct source for video game stars mastered to Terrace Cassie. I'm looking up now. I could be wrong. I mean, I could have been wrong either, Vandross. That's why I kind of wanted to look it up, because if I was wrong, I was willing to admit it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Terrace Cassie page on Wikipedia, and so far, like, it only mentions it. The way the behind the scenes is written, it's like it kind of makes it seem like it would first appear in the video game. Translated for Terrace Cassie means steel hand, as a plural steel hands. This was retconned in canon, some having saying both hand and hands. The name Terrace Cassie means steel hand, allusion to the video game series Tekken by Namco, which is a direct source of inspiration for the video game Star Wars Master Terrace Cassie.
Okay. Interesting.
But so the fact that like a shitty late 90s Star Wars video game gets made canon by Disney is so wild to me. And ultimately, this is kind of the problem I have with Disney is they just completely jettison the EU, but they have no problem mining it for ideas. And it really pissed me off when Kathleen Kennedy said, "It's not like we have like books and material to mine through." Bitch! You have not just 40 fucking years of novels to mine through. You have at least 10 years of shitty novels of people justifying all the shitty decisions you made in the sequel trilogy. Like they had to do an entire Captain Phasma novel to literally just give her interesting lore. Wait,
they did that?
Yeah, they did a Phasma prequel novel to try and justify the character.
I can justify the character. She is the spawn of evil.
That's
not
about
about
Shadows
right?
of the Empire. I had to look it up. Realized I could have been wrong in that. All right, so fair enough.
Yeah, that's still fair. I mean, you guys are drawing from knowledge from books and stuff that I haven't seen.
Yeah. Also, me and Vandross, we're going deep into our mental archives for this because, like, we're drawing upon knowledge that we haven't really thought about in like decades. So, first mentioned in the Shadows of the Empire book, then soon after expand upon the game. All right, fair enough. I was wrong. Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But like, oh god. It's like,
so it seems Disney just wants
no
to
problem mine the EU for ideas. Like, let's bring in General Thrawn. There's this Legacy of the Force storyline with people called like Darth Caedus and Jaina Solo. Let's do a shitty adaptation of it for the sequel trilogy is just a shitty adaptation of Legacy of the Force.
I have heard that before. I never knew what the trilogy itself.
So Jason, let me tell you. But I haven't read much Legacy. I know the synopsis. Like, so Legacy of the Force is about Han's twins, Jaina and Jason Solo. Okay, Jason Solo falls to the dark side and becomes the character Darth Caedus. And so now his sister has to stop him. Sound like anything?
I was going to say, that sounds familiar, but I was chewing.
I am convinced at one point it was in the script that Rey and Ben were gonna be long lost twins. Because like that whole connection thing, I feel like was a setup for them being twins. I'm sorry, like,
yeah,
Luke and Leia have that kind of connection thing. So like them being twins, I feel like was meant to be in the script at some point.
That would have made more sense than her being a Palpatine. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That means that Palpatine fucked. Unlimited stamina.
You just gave me nightmares for the rest of my life. Thanks, Nick.
The thing is, I could have been a lot more explicit, but it's like, okay, how can I get the joke across in like the least worst way possible?
But yeah, I mean, that whole concept of her being a Palpatine is just wild. For Palpatine to have
Jason, check private chat.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Yes, Nick, that.
I'm sorry, I cannot say that on live.
No, you can't, but that's funny. Yes. I'm sorry, but that Palpatine, in his wizened age, slept with somebody to have a son. That son to run away from his father to sleep with someone else to have
I think it was supposed to be a Palpatine clone that ran away. So like she's not Palpatine's granddaughter, she's technically Palpatine's daughter?
I
mean the fact that they brought back Palpatine completely just destroys the ending of Return of the Jedi. Completely destroys it. You know?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the fact that like Palpatine being alive the whole time and that being a clone just completely undermines the entire ending of the original trilogy. Let's just conveniently ignore that fact.
Well, we could conveniently ignore it, or I can just bring up the biggest point of
No, somehow the horses returned.
I love that.
I'm really hoping that kind of makes we kind of make that a phrase on the channel, like somehow the horses returned.
Yeah, somehow the horses return. Yeah. But yeah, that whole that destroyed the ending because Palpatine gets thrown off the bridge, down a pathway to the center of the soon-to-be destroyed the big moon thing, whatever it is. The Death
Endor.
Star. Yeah, Endor. He was thrown into Endor. No, he was thrown into the nearly
the Death Star. The Death Star. Yeah, the Death Star.
Yeah, the Death Star.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Death Star. The new Death Star center in the middle of a freaking nuclear reactor that's about to explode. How did he survive? The Force.
It was a clone. It was a clone.
Okay, I'll believe that.
See, I'm not one of those people. I do like some stuff. I do like Rogue One.
Oh yeah, Rogue One I love. Don't get it twisted. There's some
Rogue One actually feels like Star Wars. Like Rogue One actually justifies its existence. I like it. I don't know why, but it feels like Star Wars.
Yeah. I think that's a general consensus, really. Rogue One is a good one.
And yeah, the thing about Andor is I watched the first season. I liked it for the most part. I didn't watch the second season because people were glazing it like hell. Like, oh, it is the highest form of cinema. Plus, I really don't like Tony Gilroy because he's a bit of a blowhard. And plus, people are like, Rogue One is Tony Gilroy's movie. Like, no. Gareth Edwards directed it. It's, Tony Gilroy didn't come in till the reshoots. And, he did drafts on it. Like that kind of like, I don't like Andor glazers. They're cringe.
Okay, fair enough.
Make a parody version of Star Wars. Star Wars: The Stomach Awakens. Luke Skywalker must go to Waffle House at 3 a.m. Darth Vader's about to get bodied by Waffle House Wendy. Like that is the final boss right there. Star Wars: The Hunger Menace. No, Star Wars: The Hunger Games.
Oh God, no! Don't. Oh.
Katniss versus Darth Vader.
Oh. Guys are
By the way,
giving me that.
Also, Jason, have you seen the Waffle House Wendy clip?
That's the one where she bats away a chair that's coming straight for her like it was nothing. I think so.
Yeah, well, Attack of the Calories. I need to show you guys a video of my future wife. Okay.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're talking about it, so I'm serious, guys. This is my future wife. Okay, Nanny, like seriously. After watching this video, don't even think about messing with her. She will body your ass.
I weigh a whopping total of 135 pounds. I'm fairly certain she could.
All right, here we go.
Hey, hello, and still,
It's not just that she catches it. It's like the look on her face. Like, what now, bitch?
Yeah, that's like next move.
She was running off pure adrenaline. Like, seriously, that is my future wife right there. Star Wars: Revenge of the Cravings. So, are you saying Anakin's final boss is a Taco Bell run?
No. He's a booze run at 6 a.m.
So Taco Bell run, essentially. So just remember, you don't buy Taco Bell, you rent it. Have you heard of that phrase?
No, I haven't. Dude, this is the first time I heard it.
No, it's the phrase is you don't buy alcohol, you rent it.
Okay.
Because you drink alcohol and then it comes out the other end.
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't buy Taco Bell, you rent it.
I get it. I get it.
And it's an exceedingly short rental.
It's exceedingly short rent, and you better pray that your body can handle it.
Anakin's final battle is against a fat Punski. Oh.
Oh, no. No, don't do that.
Oh, God. Yeah, so we're still going to go for another hour, but I just want to let you guys know that so next week we are going to be doing another movie. And what movie, you may ask? Well, here's a hint.
They're moving in herds. They do move in herds.
So yeah, next week we are doing Jurassic Park. You may freak out now, Who to Raven. So what are some of your favorite Star Wars games, Jason?
Honestly, my favorite, you've mentioned one of them, Jedi Academy.
Jedi Academy's great.
KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2.
For me, it's KOTOR's on there. Episode 1 Racer. God, I love that game.
And that one I never played.
Oh, you should. You should. They have a modern port of it. You can buy it on modern consoles.
Oh, I might try.
Yeah. Let's see here. KOTOR, Jedi Academy, Dark Forces. So you know that like Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight 3, Jedi Outcast, and then Jedi Academy.
Huh.
So it's all part of the same series. They just kind of rebranded it halfway through.
Never knew that.
Yeah, because Jedi Dark Forces and Jedi Knight actually are on this like unique engine. I think they actually had, but Outcast and Jedi Knight actually use the Quake 3 engine.
Huh. Interesting. Never knew that.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, because there are a lot of things that were similar. I played Quake once. Way back when. Although I forget who or why. Maybe my uncle. Well, he was the one that got games like that. That's the only reason I'm thinking that.
Yeah. I mean, that's not even getting into like all the awesome like Star Wars mods we've had over the years. Like there's a Star Wars mod for Doom that's pretty good.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never knew about any of the mods. Interesting. How I existed at the time, but never knew.
Okay. I mean, just putting a lightsaber into anything is kind of gotta do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you had to do that back in the day. That's why a lot of games had weapons that you could unlock, and one of them was always a lightsaber.
You're doing it again.
No, that's what I'm remembering. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
All right, so for the rest of it, we're going to kind of talk about whatever. So if you guys got any questions for us, let us know. We'll probably still get lured into the black hole.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, one aspect of Star Wars that we didn't talk about is the music. How could we be remiss?
Yeah.
John Williams' score is just iconic.
Yeah, the original score for the first 3 movies, episodes 4, 5, and 6, it's just perfect.
Let me tell you how much of a nerd I am, okay? So, future wife allowing, there are 2 things I want to do for my wedding. All right? Oh, 3 things, if you allow me. First off, you know how at the reception, when they always introduce, like, the bridal party?
Yeah.
The music that will be playing will be the Throne Room theme from episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
And the guests will be given lightsabers, and so basically, you know how like in medieval times they do like the row of swords, just that with like a row of lightsabers.
I I would actually demand that at that point. If you're gonna have that.
Like that just seems like a perfect song for introducing like a bridal party. 2. And this one is a fight I'm probably gonna lose. I'm just gonna be honest. My first dance. There's 2 songs that I would want to be set to. One of them is I want to do the waltz for the moon routine from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
Or dance to Across the Stars from episode 2, which is probably my favorite Star Wars track.
Okay.
You know, that one's actually not a bad first dance song. I don't know. I don't think the wife will allow that.
No.
And this last one is really, really freaking nerdy. Like if these two should not be wed, you know, it's like no. And all of a sudden, this guy dressed like a Sith comes, and the organist at the wedding starts playing on Imperial March. It's like, come back to me, come to the dark side, or whatever. And then gives me a lightsaber. I say, you sure? She says,
Oh god.
I say, I love you. She says, I know. And then we have a lightsaber battle. Battle of the Heroes plays. I defeat it, and then I marry the girl.
Yeah, that would be asking much, and if she said yes to that, I would be laughing.
Well, basically the pitch would be, how about this? I do a skit, and then you do a skit, you know, for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because if I had my way, her skit would be from Spaceballs from the end, where it's like, I'm an honest to God prince or whatever. And then she like play kicks on the balls or whatever. But that would be her skit, so she get to do whatever she wants with that one.
Yeah, no, that. Well, I mean, you're better than me. The first dance to me would be the Jaws theme.
Why?
Because
why? Is it because you're telling everyone what you're going to be having for dessert that night after you both go back to your hotel room?
Not really in particular, but maybe.
One moment, please. I have to go retrieve something. I must go grab some. Actually, it's right here. Jason Ingram, the crime of being really freaking horny and also cringe. I ban thee, and I ban you again. Also, I ban Hooded Raven.
Oh, of course, as it should be.
Don't make me use this again, mother effer.
I get the feeling if I ever do come up and visit you, you're just gonna have that on hand.
Yes. Also, to be fair, it's foam.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know it's foam, but it's just gonna be comedy gold. And Hooded Raven, why did you buy this man this weapon? Was it for comedy's sake?
I have a band hammer, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I know. Oh.
But yeah, the thing I like about Star Wars is they created a living and breathing world that I think more so than like most other stories are just rife for different types of stories. Like, yes, the Skywalkers are kind of like the prevailing storyline, but you can do other stories in this universe and have it be just as good. Like the Mandalorian showed, like you know, you can not even have Jedis at all.
Yeah, you could do. I mean, technically, you could do a movie about the Hutts, for God's sake. That's basically the Mafia.
Okay. I'm about to say something that if anyone else were to say this, I would ban them, but since this is my stream, I can get away with it. It's a 50 Shades of Grey, except it's Grey the Hutt.
Oh no! What?
And Anastasia Steele is a Jedi Padawan.
You just broke me.
I think I broke everybody, honestly, with that idea.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Deeple! Hey, we haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Deeple!
How are you, friend? Wow, we haven't
Yeah.
seen you in forever.
Yeah, hey Deeple. You missed the huge chunk of it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Deeple still like he's pretty regularly like likes and comments on my stuff, but like we haven't seen him on the stream in a while. So hey, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. Good
Also,
people.
like the stream if you could. We're pretty deep into the stream, so
Yeah.
I didn't say that's my fault.
You're good.
But yeah, there's so many things you can say wrong with the sequel trilogy or just Disney in general. I returned like a Sith. At least you're not returning like Palpatine then.
Oh god, yeah.
Then we might have words.
Oh.
Somehow, I'm sorry, Deeple. I'm sorry. I have to do this. Deeple, for making me remember that horrid line, I ban you. No.
Yeah.
By the way, Deeple, that's a joke, by the way. I don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Speaking of that line, this is what I say to new writers who feel bad about their writing, okay? If you ever feel bad about your writing, if you ever feel like you suck as a writer, just remember, somebody got paid good money, very good money, to write the line, somehow Palpatine returned. Someone got paid very good money to write that line. And if they can succeed, you're fine.
Yeah. So,
there is nothing that you have written that is worse than that. I should get a reward instead. Your reward, sir, is you get to sign up to be notified when Screecher number 4 goes live on Kickstarter in 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's your reward. You have the privilege.
Yep. I mean, there are a dozen ways that line could have been written. I hate to inform everyone, Palpatine has returned is way better. I mean, you could think of a better line.
I mean, just better setup. I mean, if I was writing it, I wouldn't have had Palpatine to begin with, but you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have had Palpatine.
I would have had the villain that you set up from the beginning. You know, like I would like.
Yeah.
I think people have said this before. The movie series would have been better if JJ had done all 3. I'm not saying it would have been good or even great, but at least it would have been coherent
and cohesive.
Ish.
Yeah.
But at least there would have been a plan from start to finish and not hodgepodge of Force Awakens sets up everything. Last Jedi destroys everything. Rise of Skywalker badly tries to fix everything. It still fails.
Yeah. It was just a hodgepodge of nonsense. And they had George Lucas's original plans for the movies, what should have followed Episode 6. But they didn't use it. They didn't use any of it.
Yeah, like they gleefully tossed it in the bin, like, haha, we're not gonna, like, oh, George Lucas wrote a draft. Oh, we're not using it. And our fans like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
We all owe George Lucas an apology.
We do. And that's what's sad. Sure, maybe what he wrote was worse, but we'll never know.
Like, I don't blame George Lucas for selling Star Wars to Disney. And I also don't blame him for getting mad with how they treated it. Like, it was clear he went into the deal with certain assumptions. And he was betrayed.
Yeah, that's clear.
Oh no, Hooded Ravens uploaded a meme. I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
Oh god!
Is it in the meme channel?
It's into memes.
Oh. It's into memes. I still have Discord open.
It's bad. That's bad.
Oh.
See, kids, don't do death sticks.
No, don't. That's.
Oh, that reminds me. This is like one of my favorite fun facts. Do you want to buy death sticks guy? That's Mouse from the Matrix, by the way.
What?
Do you want to buy some death sticks? No, I don't want to say Jet 6. I want to go home and rethink my life. Yeah, that's the actor who played Mouse in The Matrix. It's just one of my favorite little pieces of trivia that I had to pull
I
out.
never knew that. Interesting.
Yeah, there's lots of little things like Sophia Coppola is actually one of Padme's handmaidens as an extra in that movie. And Keira Knightley, one of her first roles was Sabe. She's the double for Padme in that movie. So Keira Knightley is in Star Wars.
Interesting. I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah. Liam Neeson still has his lightsaber from episode 1, thinks about it fondly.
Nice.
It's pretty simple for me. There is Star Wars, which is 6 movies, some shitty TV specials movies, holiday special and Ewoks, Jendy Kurtahowski's Clone Wars, and EU book line. The holiday special. Oh.
We didn't touch that.
I mean, we all know it's not Christmas until the diabetes guy leads the Ewoks to freedom.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No. One of the Ewoks movies has Wilford Brimley in it. The diabetes guy.
What?
Yeah. Which is alive and well, and there's new Star Wars, and it's dead. I love how the Star Wars special was shown once, and it has been kept alive by people endlessly copying the VHSs.
I'm sure somebody's taken that VHS and turned it digital, for the God's sake, at this point.
Oh, it's digital. We could probably, let me just kind of look right now. Yeah, the full thing's on YouTube right now.
I will admit that I have never actually seen it. I've only seen short bits of it, and people just talking about it nonstop as that it's the worst.
Fun fact, the holiday special is actually the first appearance of Boba Fett.
What?
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Weird Al, white and nerdy, buying the holiday special like buying drugs. That would have been so me if I knew a dealer of the holiday special. It's on YouTube now. Yeah.
Oh, man. Star Wars is a wild ride if you started from the beginning to get to where we're at now.
Yeah. Yeah, and those like Ewoks Caravan of Courage, they have like nothing to do with Star Wars, it's just Wicket's there or whatever. Or it's on Endor or whatever. Like vague, kind of thing.
How would you take a very primitive species that has no space travel and have it there? Make this make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say that after they would be uplifted, but not before.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm my brain.
Yeah, if you saw me just pause there for a second, my artist Mark just brought in uploaded the pencils for this week's Screecher stuff. They look good. I gotta look at them further, but they're looking good so far. So Mark, if you're watching this, looking good. Gotta give them a second glance at the stream, but I like them. So yeah, Star Wars droids. Oh my god. I forgot about that. The Star Wars the Saturday One cartoon droids.
What?
Also, the Star Wars disco album.
Star Wars disco album? What?
Yeah.
I am both intrigued and scared at the same time.
Also, have you ever heard of a film called Fanboys?
Maybe, but I think that was you or Pence talking about it, or somebody else. I've never seen it.
Okay. This segment might get clipped out afterwards if the copyright gods do not smile upon us. But I want to show this because this movie is wild. All right, it's being slow here. 1 second. There we go.
I'm sorry. I was muted. Use a jumper cable if it's getting slow.
All right.
These are the most secure buildings on Earth. The White House, the Pentagon, the Kremlin, and George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch.
It started as the ultimate heist.
Linus laid the whole thing out in 5th grade. What's your game plan? We storm the ranch or we die trying. This is a suicide mission.
It will become the ultimate road trip.
Strap in, fellas. Star Wars!
It may be crazy. It may be dangerous.
Bam, bam, bam! Yeah!
Harry Knowles.
Which one of you's Windows?
I'm Windows. Nice to meet you. Harry Knowles is kicking windows down.
But if you make the right connections,
It's all there. Maps, passcodes.
How did you score all this stuff?
Are you kidding? I'm William Shatner. I can score anything.
the possibilities
Want to take your shirt off?
As you wish.
Dutch Private Condor. Dude, get out of here. It's not a good time. The force is strong with me here.
Somebody tell me what the damn red button's for.
It's light speed, kid.
Light speed. Yeah. Punch it!
They've gone plaid.
featuring Princess Leia, Lando Calrissian, Darth Maul, Shooter McGavin, the warehouse guy from The Office, the guy from Tropic Thunder, Jay, the guy from Die Hard 4, the hot chick from Sin City, and Captain James T. Kirk.
Friend of yours?
Fanboys.
So basically, the plot of the movie is it's 6 months before episode 1 premieres. Okay. And their friend is dying of cancer and wants to see Star Wars before he dies. So they planned a road trip to Skywalker Ranch, break in there, and see episode 1.
Huh.
And it has like all these like cameos. So they have to get the secret plans of Skywalker Ranch. The best part of the movie to me is William Shatner is the one that gives them the secret plans. And even the movie acknowledges like William Shatner. And like I love that, like, my name is William Shatner. I can score anything. I know what I'm adding to my Plex tonight.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's such a loving. It's so. This movie could only have been made in 2009, right before it was like right before, like everything was all cynicism and whatnot, because there's just an unbridled love for this.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other like there's a lot of humor to where it's like it's like where like the future and the joke is funny because like for example Seth Rogen makes a cameo in the movie, and he's like, oh yeah, here's my back tattoo of Jar Jar, he's gonna be a great character.
Yeah. Oh God.
Sadly, there's a fan dying of cancer with Force Awakens. Yeah, they did actually let him see The Force Awakens early. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. I got the vibes of Hot Tub Time Machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh. But yeah, like there's a lot of those different cameos in them. It's kind of a feel-good movie, honestly.
Yeah, that looks like a good comedy. Is what it looks like to me.
I'd recommend it, honestly. Also, in the end, you get Kristen Bell in the slave Leia outfit, and it's worth it for that alone.
Pale.
For those who don't know, Kristen Bell, she was Veronica Mars, and she is also the voice of Anna in Frozen.
Yep.
I bought a Captain Phasma shirt thinking she's going to be a great character. Okay, this is my favorite part. They so wanted to make Captain Phasma the next Boba Fett, but what happened is traitor, and like the one like that scene like the one that people latched onto was traitor, and like you did like the fly, that thing. That was the one people latched onto. I will say what's nice about The Force Awakens is some of the cameos in the movie. So, do you know, like, in the scene where Rey learns Force Persuasion for no fucking reason?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who's under that Stormtrooper helmet?
Yeah, the guy who played
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Once you know it's him, it's really obvious. Like if you can hear when you hear the voice, knowing it's Daniel Craig, it's very obvious. Also, take a guess what that character's Stormtrooper designation is.
007.
JB-007.
Oh my. Okay. Yeah, you're not broadcasting that at all.
But still. A lot of it was I think he was filming Skyfall in like literally the same studio. So just, hey, you're filming Bond movie right next door. Sure, we'll put you in the movie. You want to put James Bond in Star Wars? Sure, fine, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
And apparently William and Harry, Windsor are in the movie, which, well, that's cool. Whatever, they're stormtroopers, See, it kind of pisses me off because I like Gwendolyn Christie. I think she's a great actor, and I think she got let down by bad material. And I'm going to say this. This is going to be a hot take.
Hot take away.
I like the idea of Kylo Ren. I think the concept of Kylo Ren is actually really interesting.
Okay.
Kylo Ren is a nepo baby. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's also a person who has a burden of legacy. He wants to live up to granddaddy Darth Vader. He's a granddad of Darth Vader. He's the son of Han Solo, the son of Princess Leia. Like that's a lot to live up to. But also, the whole concept of he's an uncut diamond. He's an unfinished gem. Like his lightsaber, his kyber crystal is cracked. That's why he has events. He's unfinished.
Yeah.
I like the idea of him. And to be fair, a lot of that is Adam Driver is just an amazing actor. Like a lot of that is how much he sells that role.
Yeah, I will grant that. He actually portrayed the role they wanted him to portray, and he did it very well. It's just very bad for him that the plot didn't sell it.
Yeah. I like hot takes, especially when food is delivered after just got made. Why, did you order me some?
Oh, God, no.
All the characters had interesting ideas that dropped the room quickly. I mean, not even Rey. I think Rey was underbaked. Finn, yes. Finn should have been a Jedi. Poe was just there. They had nothing on Poe.
Yeah.
Also, there is one low-key moment of genius in Force Awakens. I had to share it.
Okay. Do enlighten.
I really don't like this restream.
Stream? Don't make me use the jumper cables. I will.
Come on. There we go. Listen, I don't have much, but you can have half my baked potato. No, it's fine.
Well, I mean, you get half of.
Wait, Jason.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, I'm not gonna go bother him at the moment.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing. If I were to say what I miss the lead up to The Force Awakens. Like that year leading up to it felt kind of, dare I say it, magical.
Yeah, it felt good. I thought things were
Um,
going in the right direction. And then episode
Then the dark
8.
times happened.
Then the dark times happened. It could have gone so well had they done things right. But they didn't.
Yeah.
And now the Force is female. When it should have been an
Oh, God.
inanimate thing.
I was trying not to get into the politics of it.
No. I'm not getting into the politics of it. I'm just... The Force should have been nothing.
Please. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that.
All right, fine.
All right, I was looking for pictures, but yeah. Such waste potential. Baked potato. The martial artists they wasted. They wasted Max von Sydow. Snick was cool at first. They made him a nobody. Hux was awesome at first. Yeah. Why did I think that was from the chair from Recall?
Because
they had amazing actors like Gwendolyn Christie, Hux. Like they had like Del Toro, the Del Toro guy, Benicio Del Toro in it. Like how do you make Benicio Del Toro boring? That is an accomplishment to make Benicio Del Toro boring. The fact that you can forget that Benicio Del Toro is in a movie. How do you do that? And I'm just gonna say this. I have no hate for Kelly Marie Tran. Her character is stupid, but that's just her character. She was doing what she was written for. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just get that out of the way? I have nothing against her as a person. I don't even know her. Okay. I know she's got a lovely set of cannons. That's good that she's got that going for her. But outside of that, I don't know nothing about her as a person. So. But her character was written very badly, and I don't like her character.
Well, wasn't she just in one movie out of 3?
I think she was in all 3, but like the thing that really pissed me the most off is Finn does nothing in all 3 movies. He does nothing, and like the one time, like the end of The Last Jedi, he's like. He's gonna stop the thing by ramming it in. Like, this is it. This is my choice. And then like she just completely derails it. Like, oh, subverting expectations. It's like we don't fight. We fight by saying the things she loves. And then she kisses him, and you can tell that like he's not even moving his lips. In the real world, we call that sexual assault.
Yeah.
Oh, God. They took the lady from Jurassic Park and made her a trash character. Pat, gotcha one.
I didn't know that was the thing. Now I do.
Laura Dern plays Holdo. It's bad. It's bad.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the absolute worst, where does Disney Star
I'm not even mad at the Mary Poppins moment with Leia. Like, okay, fine. She uses the Force to get her back on the ship. Like, fine, whatever. Like, that's not the worst thing ever. It's a little bit stupid, but I can forgive that, Or the fact that, like, Carrie Russell was in Star Wars. She was that bounty hunter character from Rise of Skywalker. Never took off her helmet. Like, how do you cast Carrie Russell, one of the most beautiful women ever, Felicity, the show Felicity?
Yeah.
How do you cast Carrie Russell and not show her face?
Because.
Like, let me just show you. Laura forgot. Yeah. I don't know if you heard like the Admiral Akbar. They really treated that guy dirty.
How so? This is new. This is news to me.
I can't remember the specifics. You have to like look it up, but
Okay.
all right. So this is Kerry Russell right here.
And they stuck this face behind a mask.
Yeah. By the way, this is like recent pictures of her. You should see it like back, like, oh god, beautiful, beautiful woman.
Yes, very
Like
much.
even today, she's still gorgeous. I'm just gonna,
Well, yeah. I mean, there are certain women that when they age, they don't change that much.
Kerry Russell's 50 years old and she still looks like a smoke show. I'm gonna say it.
Well, yeah, fair.
Would. I don't know because she's my wife. Yeah. So this was her during like the Felicity days, like during the late 90s. And yes, the Pink Ranger was on the show.
Huh.
Like she barely has aged in like in 25 years.
Gosh.
Yeah. Slanesh approves. So yeah, this was her character for Star Wars. They put her under a bloody helmet.
All you can see is her eye line.
Not even that. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for Selena. Wait, sorry.
Why is that name not written?
Wizards of Waverly Place. There we go. There we go. I don't know about you, but I'm sorry going someone's career change. Here's the thing, like, by the time Wizard of Waverly Place was airing, I was already into adulthood. So like for me, my mind is permanently stuck into like her as like a preteen. So like I can acknowledge she's attractive, but for me, like she does nothing for me, honestly.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Yes. It'd be one of those things where like if you started flirting me, I feel kind of weird.
I guess it's kind of a good thing that I never.
It would be like if Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones walked up to me like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" I'd be like, sure, but that's gonna be it, Arya.
She's over 20 now, man.
Yes, but in my mind, she's still that 12-year-old from Game of Thrones. Like the idea of thinking her that way is weird. It's like it's like you babysit someone as a kid and then you don't see them for like 10, 15 years, like you're 35, he's 25. And you're like, "Hey, remember me?" It's like
no.
Like I haven't seen you in 20 years since you were 5 years old. Like you were like this tall, and now you got boobs, and you're in a crop top, and I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Fair enough. I actually had the reverse of that actually happen. Believe it or not.
Really?
After my 4th surgery, I needed to get like bracers for my legs or for my right leg.
But you got no legs.
Yeah, that's kind of why. Anyway,
Okay.
the chick that was actually part of my physical therapy as a 5-year-old trying to loosen up the muscles a little bit, she was the one selling me the frame to put around my leg. She goes, "I remember you. You did this." I was like, "Yeah, that was me." And she's like, "I was one of the people doing the exercises on you that then I was like, oh, this is really strange.
She saw your little Ingram.
Apparently.
Yeah. When I was talking about that, I was thinking about American Reunion. I was thinking about that actually.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I have a feeling if Angelina Jolie, like, yeah, that's Angelina Jolie though. Like, the first thing I remember seeing for her is Tomb Raider. So like my memories, like, you also got to realize, Angelina Jolie was an adult when I was still a kid, so it's a little bit different, you know.
Shoot.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie has probably got like 20 years on me. So, like, when she was an adult, I was still a kid. So that's pretty. If Angelina Jolie offered me a drink, I'd be like, yes, please. Here, Jolie, what do you got? Tell me some stories about Tomb Raider. And while we're doing that, I'm plotting how to raid your tomb.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm sorry. I gotta hit myself the horny hammer.
You do. All right,
I'll raid your tomb.
I actually have to go all the way back to find the first movie I saw her in. I'm on her IMDb right now.
I think mine was Tomb Raider, I think. Nick would be like, yes, no, I'm not into that kind of stuff.
All right. I'm scrolling down.
Also, is it really? It's also really weird. Like there's this rash of like a lot of older actresses starting OnlyFans. Like, it was recently announced that like Trisha Helfer was starting an OnlyFans.
What?
Trisha Helfer, Edie from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I know her from Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, she's an attractive woman. And would I look at a Maxim spread of her in lingerie? Yes, I would. But the thought of her doing OnlyFans feels weird to me.
Okay, I've looked at Angelina Jolie's entire movie spread. The first movie I would have seen her in is Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, she was already adult then.
Yeah. So
I will say regarding the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders, the first one is a stone cold classic. Like they really do get the games. The sequel it's okay. It's not as good as the first, but it's not really bad. It's just like it's okay.
Yeah,
like if you like the first one and you want more, that's fine. But the first Tomb Raider movie is legit good, even to this day. I actually think it's probably the best Tomb Raider movie.
Yeah,
I think the actually Vikander one was fine. Like they were doing the Survivor era of Tomb Raider. I think it was fine. Like especially knowing they're doing that era. But I don't know, that first Tomb Raider movie, they just nailed the vibe, the tone, the feel. And Angela Jolie was the perfect actress for Lara Croft of that era. Oh my god.
Yeah, they had to give her some prosthetics, but you know.
No. They had to paint over her tattoos. That's what they did. Also the fact that like Lara Croft's father is played by Jon Voight, her real in life father. I like it. I like it.
I never knew that. Okay, now I know.
Also, the actor for Daniel Craig. It's one of his first movies. In that movie, and he's doing a very bad American accent.
Well, I mean, I don't expect everyone to have a perfect accent of anything, unless they're from that area.
First movie is really weird because the main villain is Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Is there something that somebody from Game of Thrones hasn't been in? Next thing you're going to tell me that Indiana Jones is an actor from Lord of the Rings.
Okay, the thing you need to realize is the pool of British actors is actually relatively small. So if you watch a lot of British media, you'll see a lot of the same actors pop up again and again.
Okay, never knew that. Now I know.
Like I remember there's literally an episode of Game of Thrones that has Davos Seaworth and the Tully guy, the head Tully guy in it or whatever. But yeah, it's I because like my autistic superpower is like I can connect people in movies like the tele guys in Casino Royale, but in the sequels for Tanner, they get the guy who plays Frankenstein on Penny Dreadful, and in Penny Dreadful, you have Eva Green as a main actress, and then you also have on Living Daylights that era of Bond. So you have Bond girl. So you like loop it back to Bond.
Oh my gosh!
And then you have Billy Piper on there, who you loop it back to Doctor Who. Like, I'm sorry, like never challenge me to 6 Degrees, Kevin Bacon. I will destroy you.
6 Degrees, which is ironically a good challenge to drop on somebody for no apparent reason, especially if they don't know.
By the way, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are very much a load bearing for 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Because you have a lot of actors who were in Star Wars, the prequels, and Lord of the Rings, who connect to other stuff. Like for example, Lawrence Fishburne was in The Matrix.
Okay.
Also, The Matrix was Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving played Elrond in Lord of the Rings. And then in okay, I'm actually doing this right now. I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, go for it. I'm
No. Okay. Hugo Weaving played Elrond in Lord of the Rings. Count Dooku was played by Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee was in episode 2. Anthony Daniels played C-3PO both in that and Force Awakens. Force Awakens had Poe Dameron. Poe Dameron was on Moon Knight with Christopher Bacon. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'm sorry. That was autistic. That was weaponized autism right there.
Yeah.
Do you see what I just did there? I don't know if that was 6 degrees, but like I did it.
Yeah, you found a way to connect somebody to Kevin Bacon. Wow.
I don't know if that was 6 degrees. I don't know if that was 6 degrees, but that was, oh god. I just connected Lawrence Fishburne to Kevin Bacon. I could have, I don't know, I could have done it sooner, but I wanted to go through, like, I wanted to show how you can go through Star Wars and Lord of the Rings for that, but
yeah.
Oh god. Sorry, I'm sorry. Just like, actually, I could have done that. I could have done that a lot easier. Actually, now that I think about it. Okay, loop back. Hugo Weaving is on Lord of the Rings. Ian McKellen plays Gandalf, who also plays Magneto. In X-Men, in the early X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is an X-Men First Class with Kevin Bacon as the villain.
Yeah, God, this is wild. I was just double checking on that, but yeah, the reason they chose Kevin Bacon is because he's the most connected of them all. He's connected to a lot of people.
I'm sorry. I just
Oh man. And I forgot that Kevin Bacon was in Apollo 13. Shame on me.
Okay, so that has Tom Hanks in it. Ron Howard. Oh, Lieutenant Dan's in there. Oh god.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan is in there. So one removed from that.
Sorry. My mind is just like oh god. Lieutenant Dan. So if he's Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. Well, to be fair, Tom Hanks is also in Forrest Gump, so it's like a double connection. That doesn't really work as well as I thought. But
yeah, no.
But Gary Sinise is in that, so Oh God. No. No. This is okay. This is gonna be very bad. Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Eminem
Okay, we're gonna go Eminem.
was in the movie 8 Mile with Anthony Mackie. Okay.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie was in the movie Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
In Captain America and the Winter Soldier, when Cap visits the exhibit, the voiceover is done by Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise was in Apollo 13 with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, okay. That actually tracks.
Oh my God!
Of Kevin Bacon.
I'm telling you, don't fight me on this. Like,
so basically, what you're telling me is that you want me to go meet Kevin Bacon at some kind of convention. That way, there's only one person separation.
oh God, I am.
Oh,
I'm sorry. This is my autistic superpower, guys. Okay, I'm sorry.
This is just funny.
Let's see here. I'm looking at his IMDb right now. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That opens up things.
No, what? I was just
doing
Ryan
Gosling. No. And Andrew Garfield was in Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, with Emma whatever. She was in La La Land with Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling was in Blade Runner 2049 with Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista plays Drax in the Star Wars Holiday Special with Kevin Bacon.
Wow, that is 6 degrees of separation.
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, this is my autistic superpower, okay?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Just like I don't get to use this power very often, so oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's done a lot of smaller stuff.
Whoa! Something I just learned. Elvis Presley. Okay, follow me on this one. Elvis Presley, separation of 2, because Ed Asner in Change of Habit, and then Asner with Bacon and JFK. Whoa. So there's a connection between Kevin Bacon and Elvis Presley. The literal Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
What the hell? That is
wild. Crap. Kevin Costner is in JFK. Oh. Oh God, I gotta do this.
You gotta do it. Let's see.
No, I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Oh God. I know what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be really bad.
I'm waiting.
Dame Helen Mirren was in a Riddick movie with Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel what was in Fast and Furious, Paul Walker. Paul Walker in Too Fast and Too Furious, the villain was Cole Hauser. Cole Hauser plays Rip on Yellowstone with Kevin Costner and JFK Kevin Bacon. Fuck yeah.
All right, there we go.
I hate myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Gotta go. D&D is starting. All right, roll many crits, my friend. We're gonna be wrapping up soon.
Yeah. Good luck, and no nat ones, man. No nat ones.
Oh, Kevin Bacon was in A Few Good Men. Oh,
yes, he was.
No. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm creating the links right now. Okay.
your time. Take your time.
Timothée Chalamet was in Dune with Zendaya. Zendaya was in the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. No, Zendaya was in the Spider-Man movies with Michael Keaton, Far From Home. Michael Keaton was in Batman 1989 with Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon.
There you go. That's a 4 separation.
I'm sorry. Just like,
wow.
I like how you can just see my mind. I'm just like creating the links in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I even eliminated a step. I was gonna go jump from Zendaya to Tom Holland, but then I realized Zendaya was in Far From Home anyway, so I just had to. I could just skip the whole step anyway. But like,
yeah, but that's 4 steps. That's impressive. The internet search says the general average for Hollywood stars and Kevin Bacon, for the most part, is 3 to 4.
Okay.
But yes.
See, A Few Good Men is interesting because there's Tom Cruise is in there, Jennifer Connelly is in there, so like.
Yeah, I mean, they used A Few Good Men for this one.
I mean, Tom Cruise alone.
God. Tom Cruise is like the center of everything back in the day. Dear God.
Kevin Conroy did the Batman series with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was in Rise of Skywalker with Kerry Russell. Kerry Russell was in Mission Impossible 3 with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, damn.
I'm just connecting. How many degrees of that, by the way?
I believe that's 5, maybe 4.
4 or 5, but like.
I
just connected Kevin Conroy to Kevin Bacon.
There's actually a silent movie star. Buster Keaton. Silent film era, separation of 2 via a late career film to a Bacon co-star decades later. Wow.
Is it Sunset Boulevard?
I believe so. The internet doesn't tell me which one in particular.
Because Buster Keaton cameoed in Sunset Boulevard in 1950. Because, by the way, Sunset Boulevard was about like an aging silent film star coming back or whatever. And there's actually there's like a scene where she's having poker.
Yeah.
And it has Buster Keaton, and it's actually one of his few. Like, Buster Keaton did actually have a late career resurgence, actually thanks to what's his name, the Tramp.
Oh.
But the guy. Anyway, Sunset Overdrive. No.
Sunset. All right, I actually had to do.
But no, Sunset Boulevard is actually a really important film because it actually marked the end of the studio era.
Yeah. I had to look it up through a separate internet search. Buster Keaton co-starred with a child actor, Peter McCon, McCormack, however you say that. In the movie, the Adventure of Huckleberry. Then Peter McCree, that actor whose name I can't pronounce, later appeared alongside Kevin Bacon in the 2008 film Forrest Nixon.
Frost Nixon.
Yeah, Frost Nixon.
1 diamond.
That's how they're connected.
1 heart.
Spade?
Pass.
3 no trump. Pass.
Pass.
Empty the ashtray.
Yeah,
will you, Joe?
that's Buster Keaton.
Yeah. Oh man. It's wild that these connections are actually a thing. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Okay, you want to know the weirdest connection?
Hmm.
So the girl who played Matilda. Yes, Vandross, Charlie Chaplin. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The girl who played Matilda, I think, is Marley Wilson.
Yeah.
Her cousin is Ben Shapiro.
Really?
You know, the political commentator.
Yeah, I know who.
Like they were actually like raised together. Like they have like she's still stories of being raised with Ben and Abby Shapiro.
Interesting. I never knew that. Now I do.
Yeah, it's really interesting once you kind of like dig into some of the stars and realize they're all nepo babies. Like Huey from The Boys is the son of David Quaid and Goldie Hawn.
Dude.
Because he's Dennis Quaid or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, Nicolas Cage, his real name is Nicholas Coppola. I don't think he's the son of Coppola, but he's like related. He's like related. He's like the nephew of Coppola.
Yeah, I know that they're related in some way. I knew that.
Yeah.
Weird fact that I learned a long time ago that I forget who told me.
But yeah, like Hollywood is full of nepo babies. The woman from 50 Shades of Abby Shapiro. Yes, the girl with the very lovely cannons. Like she has the best cannons of them all.
I would say so.
Have you seen a picture of Abby Shapiro?
It's been a while.
I'll find a picture and I'll send it to you. She does have some lovely cannons. Lillian, oh God, I love Lillian Gish. Lillian Gish was born in 1893, named Lincoln to Kevin Bacon. All right, Jason will be back.
Oh, okay, my mic is working.
Lillian Gish was in Sweet Liberty, and Alan Alda. Alan Alda was in Pirates with Kevin Bacon. Ooh.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, Lillian Gish is actually one of the first beauties of cinema. She was in, Birth of the Nation.
Mm-hmm. I know that movie. Infamous.
She was in it. Yes.
Wow. So the birth of cinema. She was in it.
I mean, cinema had been around for like 20 years by that point, but yeah.
Yeah.
You would know if you saw Abby Shapiro. There's two things you definitely can't miss. Do me a favor, Jason. Google Abby Shapiro and.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna copy from the chat and I'm gonna post it and do a search. I don't doubt you guys in your assessments.
Also, guys, I would just say if I had a time machine and I could go back to this era, yes, I would actually try to get with Lillian Gish because, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Like she is a gorgeous, gorgeous woman.
Yeah, you're right. Her anatomy is definitely stands
Her
out.
anatomy
stands out a bit.
Oh, it definitely stands out when she sticks out. Sorry, I was Abby Shapiro melons. All right, I'm gonna put this in the lobby, but I'm gonna upload 2 pictures of Lillian Gish, and you will understand why I drool over her. Like, go to the lobby in the Discord.
Oh my God, her face is beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Like she's like cute as a button.
Damn.
Also, you just got to remember, like, she was acting as early as like 1915 or whatever. She
Mhm.
was still acting as late as 1986.
That is a long ass career.
Yeah.
It's 70 years of work.
Sadly,
Damn.
the timeline I'm most attracted to and most problematic. I want to go back to the times of radio stories at popular, which is the 1920s.
Yeah. No, I've been listening to the God, I mentioned it before. The Shadow. The Shadow Knows. I've listened to the radio broadcasts.
Yeah, that's like
They're very good.
1930s, but yeah.
They're very good. The radio broadcasts.
Who knows what evil lies in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Mhm.
When does the Shadow become public domain? Will officially enter the public domain on January 1st, 2027. Oh! The Shadow becomes public domain next year.
Yep.
Interesting!
So, I mean, technically, you could do a Shadow comic. I mean, you could. I'm not saying you should. It enters the public domain. They can't. There's certain.
I mean, there's still restrictions. You know, like technically Zorro and like John Carter and Mars should be public domain, but it isn't.
It isn't as usable per se.
Because here's the thing: even though Mickey is technically public domain, there's only certain things you could use. Like I could pull up Steamboat Willie, and we could watch it, and that would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if I put Mickey into Screecher, that's asking for trouble.
That's asking for trouble.
Okay. This mother effer is about to make a comic with the Shadow appearing in the Screecher. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into it.
I mean, you could technically.
Not technically. I mean, I have to look into some of the things like because that's the thing. Like people are the OG Scarface is public domain for like 1930s or whatever the novel is written. Nice.
Yeah.
What goes into public domain next year? I'm gonna look it up actually. Let's see here. Oh, Dracula and Frankenstein films become public domain in next year.
Yep. I knew they would be because they were
Charlie Chaplin, City Lights, Fritzling's M, the first appearance of comic detective Dick Tracy, Dracula, Frankenstein, City Lights, Public Enemy, comic characters, The Shadow, The Good Earth, as time goes by. The Shadow's earliest radio broadcasts. So Fritz Lang's Metropolis is public domain. Oh, it entered public domain as early as 1955. Oh, in 1986 it was copyright again.
What? Why? How?
The original film, or so I could put Maria in my books. Maria from Metropolis. I could probably put her in there.
Yeah, you could.
Crossover time. Just make a parody version of the Man in the Darklands. I mean, if that's the case, then that's just anything really, because like Screecher in and of itself is a play off of Batman. So at that point, I can just do anything with any character. You know, just do a parody version.
Yeah, you could.
I want to do a Zorro story so bad. I love Zorro. Like that might be one where I like if I had the money, I would actually pony up the rights, even though I think it's bull crap. I would actually pony up the rights to the estate or whatever to get the rights to the Zorro story because I like Zorro so much.
Yeah. I mean, Zorro's a good story in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's got all the trappings of a superhero tale, so I love it. I am planning a Robin Hood story though.
Oh well, yeah, that's definitely
Yeah, I mean Robin Hood, I think more than any other character is one where playing with the mythology and like moving things around is kind of intrinsic to how people treat Robin Hood. Because Robin Hood, like, if you look at the history of Robin Hood, they were adding to the tale almost as soon as it was created. Like, I think it was like first ones were like the 1600s, as early as like the 1650s. Like Will Scarlet, I think actually didn't appear till later.
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. The oldest, I forget whether it's the 1500s or 1600s, the oldest mention of Robin Hood. Get this, it's not about Robin Hood at all. It was somebody who was supposed to be representing the sin of sloth, okay? He was mentioning to a priest, I couldn't tell you any of the things you're wanting me to tell you about, but I can tell you all the stories of Robin Hood that I know, and that's it. That is the oldest reference to Robin Hood that we have. It's not the actual stories, it's somebody mentioning that he knows all the stories. So whatever the auditory stories were back then, we don't know them.
Yeah, like you gotta, like the whole concept of novels is actually a more recent invention than we realize. Like the first novel was actually written by a Japanese woman in like the 10s, but the concept of a novel is a more recent thing, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's more
novels itself probably date back maybe the concept of novels as we know it probably is about at least 500 years old, I would say.
Yeah, it's about 500 years old. You could stretch it if you really wanted to and go back to the Iliad and the Odyssey, but those aren't.
The thing is,
those are songs,
epic poems, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, Beowulf, like they were poems, epic poems back then, or oral tradition. I think novels probably got into earnest with the rise of the printing press. Because you remember before the printing press, all books were written by hand. So the most common book use like books would have to be like transcribed by hand. So that made the distribution a lot harder. Like the way that back in Greek and Roman times, and I cannot believe this is where we went in this like kind of thing.
Well, we're
Greek
here.
and Roman times, people would have like libraries, like the same way that people have like game rooms. Like, oh hey, look at this rare video game or whatever. Oh, or hey, look at this rare printing of Godzilla. They had libraries. Libraries were the original game rooms.
Yep.
And that was like the rich. Like the rich of the rich had libraries.
Yeah. That is a true
Your
statement.
average person, if they were lucky, had one book, and it was the Bible.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that Bible was usually passed down. Like, usually a family Bible. That's why if you look at like a lot of old Bibles, they'd have like a family history to it. My family actually has a family Bible. I remember my grandmother showing it to me. Where if you look at a lot of these old Bibles, they'll have the family tree where like they write down the descendants of people.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I gotta go. See you guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Yeah, see you, Vandross. Yeah, that's the wild thing. I knew the family Bible was a thing, and you'd have decades, in most cases, just decades of people's names in it. Very few go back centuries, but there are those that do so.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
So yeah, with the invention of the printing press and books were cheaper to make and whatnot, you saw a rise of reprinting stuff like people would have like poetry books, Shakespeare books, novels. Oh, we got Happy Dino in the chat. Awesome, awesome.
I know.
Everyone give a like for Happy Dino. That is required.
Yes, it is.
So I think novels really started to take off with the invention of the printing press.
Yeah, that actually kind of tracks. I forget what the first European novel was after that, but yes, it does track.
1440, that's when the printing press was invented. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting, but yeah, so before that, things had to be copied by hand, and so that's why most people, but even afterwards, I would say it probably took a few hundred years, even after the printing press being invented, for it to become a commonplace, because you don't really see the proliferation of books. And by the way, correct me, until like I would say 1700s, because 1800s there's a lot of books. 17 like even as late early as the 1700s, books are still kind of rare. It's not required by law. Leave a like or gulag. It's not just required by law. Leave a like or gulag. Yes, if you don't give a like for Happy Dino, I will hit you with a hammer. That is a thing.
Invention. Okay, there really wasn't one really identified early in the 1400s, but the first novel after the fact seems to have been okay. Here's the title. The Recuyell, however the hell you say that, of the Historia.
Copy and paste in private chat, please.
Okay, I will. This is what it says, and the author.
I mean, we know the first thing printed was the Gutenberg Bible. That was the first.
That's a given.
Yeah, I love how some of those some of the copies still exist to this day, which is wild.
Here's the first.
William Craxton, the whatever, and the Histories of Troy. Yeah. So it's basically like the Odyssey.
Yeah, it's basically the Odyssey. Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't have said those words. I knew that. I was like stumbling.
I had trouble myself, so it's whatever.
But it also shows you the development of the English, the English language. This was actual English back in the day.
Oh, yeah, that's another like fascinating topic. Like, how far back in time could you go and still speak English? Because you got to remember, like, there is this concept. There's this thing like, if we went to the Middle Ages, they're not speaking English. They're speaking like Middle English, which is like a French, German kind of mush of a thing. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. As somebody who's developing his own languages for his novel, that's something you have to consider when developing a language. You can't just create a language and say you're done. You have to go step by step. You have to go from proto-language, moderate, which would basically be medieval period, and then the modern period, and all the points in between.
All right, so
not an actual con language.
I just did some research, and this is a Reddit post I saw. I'm gonna read it. Credit to Frost Free. I mean, 6 years ago, but I just wanted to give them credit for this. You'd last a little longer than speaking. Speaking, you'd make it to about 1500. Your accent would be thick and hard to understand, but you could get by. By the 1400s, you start to sound funny. And when you reach the 1300s, you need a lot of gesturing to get your point across. Anything pre-1100 would essentially be unable to be understood. Writing, you can go as far back as 1300, 1400s, when the writing would be spelled very weird. But context clues and some critical thinking would get you right by. Example would be, so yeah, because like if you look at the Magna Carta, I think like the Magna Carta dates back to like 1200, and I think you can read the Magna Carta.
If you can.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm actually looking it up right now. Like copies of the Magna Carta. I'm gonna like take a look at it, see if I can read it. But yeah, it's interesting. Always give credit no matter what. It's a good rule. Yeah, the Raven, definitely. Yeah, the Magna Carta is probably one of the most important documents in history. Because it's basically what the Magna Carta is what modern society is based off of. Because the Magna Carta was the first document that gave people rights.
Yeah, that's our Bill of Rights is based off what we viewed as necessary. That's the First Amendment, Second Amendment, all that. But all of that is still based off the Magna Carta, which came first.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Still, I'm curious, speaking of time travel, I'm curious how Gary Gygax in the 1970s reacted to current-day fantasy dungeons. So you're speaking Gary Gygax specifically from the 70s. Because Gary Gygax survived to quite
recently, actually. I think he died in the early 2000s.
2008. So, like, modern D&D was just kind of starting to get formed in there.
He was around long enough to see D&D 3E. That's it. Or 3.5.
When did D&D 4th edition come out? June 2008. So
okay, so he saw the 4th edition.
Or at the very least, he probably knew it was coming.
Yeah, at the very least, he knew it was coming.
Yeah, and 4th edition was that was the first schism.
Yeah, that was the first break. Everybody that I knew hated D&D 4E.
Yeah, with D&D, and that kind of led to the rise of Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder came out. It's called D&D 3.75 for a reason, because it came out right after 3.5, because they kind of wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah, and the only reason they were able to do it was because of the open gaming license,
which D&D nuked, and Pathfinder went, okay, we'll do our own. Bye.
Well, nuking, I remember that controversy. They walked it back because with what they put out, it's kind of a leaky, like murky legal ground, and there would have been a court battle.
There would have been, big time.
So they just kind of gave up, and to their credit, they actually released a new document that actually strengthened the OGL, to give them credit.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's give them credit. They actually strengthened, made it more clear. Yes, do your thing.
Yeah.
Want to know another interesting document I find is the Rosetta Stone. Yeah, especially with they found it by accident. They were 2 seconds away from destroying it when they realized, holy crap, there's ancient, because the Rosetta Stone had ancient Greek, which we already knew, and it had the same thing in ancient Egyptian.
Yep.
So we used the fact that we knew ancient Greek. I'm sorry, there's a train going.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We used ancient Greek to solve ancient Egyptian.
Yeah.
Because without the Rosetta Stone, we'd still be staring at it going, what the fuck is this?
If I ever do go to the London Museum, that is one of the things I want to see, is the Rosetta Stone.
If I went there, I would want to see that, and George Ripley. Do you know who that is?
I don't know, believe it or not.
Okay. George Ripley is the only person that we know of that actually wrote a book on how to make the Philosopher's Stone. I'm not kidding.
Is it up to me to believe it or not?
It is.
You're not getting the joke.
I'm getting the joke. I'm getting George Ripley, believe it or not. I get it.
Did he call the book Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Oh, we could. I get it. Anyway, what he did was he wrote a book. He was an alchemist. He was a legit alchemist. He wrote a book on how to make the Philosopher's Stone, and then somebody after the fact took everything he did and did artwork based on it and created a scroll out of it. That's why it's called the Ripley Scroll. I believe there are only 6 of them in existence that we know of.
You know, if I wanted to troll Gary Gygax, okay, before I got in my DeLorean, I'd go to Barnes and Noble. What is it? The Legend and Lattes book, or whatever. I would grab a copy of that. I'd get in my DeLorean. I'd go to the 1970s. Like, hey, Gary Gygax, I'm from the future. Here, look what happens. Here, look what happens with your genre in the future. Or no, what I would really do is I'd have a recording of a Critical Role episode, and I would show 1970s Gary Gygax Critical Role. That's the one thing I would always want to see, is I would always wonder what Gary Gygax think of Critical Role.
Yeah.
Quick question, Nick. Have you heard of David Kolkiner? No.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Another thing I love is, I love one of my favorite movies is The Greatest Showman. I love that movie. It taught me how to accept myself. And when you actually look into P.T. Barnum and see how much of a scumbag he was.
Yeah, dude, P.T. Barnum.
Like, that movie is so sanitized. Like, oh, it's dude, so, oh god. When you
P.T.
realize
Barnum was like, his life was dancing on the line of breaking the law, or flat out breaking it.
Dancing on the line, where every third step he put his toe over the line. Part of the dance routine was putting a foot over a line every 3 steps.
Every 3, yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, damn. People keep complaining about things are so bad these days. Oh, really? You don't want to go back in time?
Another one of my favorite little things about history is, did you know that Thomas Edison was a big believer in the occult? So, like, in like the Menlo Park lab, there'd like be an entire wall full of occult books.
Yeah, I knew that. He was deep into the occult. He read some very interesting books that if you read them today, you'd be called a certain term, for sure.
Yes. And there's obviously like Aleister Crowley, from the World War II era, who the song Mr. Crowley is based off of.
I never knew that.
Mr. Crowley. I love that song.
I never put 2 and 2 together on that one, but now that you mentioned it, I see it.
Yeah. It's always just crazy kind of looking back in history, like during the Gilded Age, there's like this whole Egypt fad. Because if you look at like some of the balls they put on, like the Astor balls or whatever,
yeah,
a lot of the women would be in like Egypt wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
1880s.
You go back a little further than that, and people would be cooking and eating mummies, Egyptian mummies. So we lost some very.
Yeah, that happened.
So we lost some very important people way back when because people thought, let's consume these.
Also, the reason why we think of armor as gleaming metal is because in the 1800s, when they were displayed and reached people's houses, they would take all the old paint off and make them shine. Old armor was actually painted.
Yep.
Same thing with all the like the marble busts in Rome. They were painted, but because of time and restoration, they're white. But they're originally like painted.
Yeah, all the like the Venus statues, all those old ancient Greek statues of the gods and goddesses were all painted. They all had color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like if you go back to like when the Statue of Liberty was first put up, it was brown.
It was bronze.
It's copper.
It's
copper. No, the Statue of Liberty is made of copper.
Copper? I thought it was bronze. Oh,
it's copper. So it glazily gleamed like a penny. It only became green because of oxidation. And the reason they keep it green is because that oxidation layer actually is protecting the statue.
Yeah.
Like removing the oxidation would actually be a bad thing.
Yep. It would actually cause it to rust and decay.
Yeah, so like the green is actually a protective layer for the statue that helps protect it and whatnot, kind of thing.
Yeah, which that's fine. I mean, that's the way we see it now. And if we were to return it to a shining metal object, people would be like, "What have you done?"
Yeah, I don't think people remember that we did like a huge restoration on the Statue of Liberty in the 80s. That was a because it was about 100 years old, over 100 years old, about 100 years old at the point, and so we basically just like restored it from the inside out.
Yeah, we had to, because if we didn't, it would have collapsed in on itself.
Or I think in the late 1800s, we basically gutted the White House. Like the only thing left of the White House that's original is actually the facade. The outer walls of the White House.
Yeah,
there are pictures from the late 1800s where it's just like an empty shell, kind of thing.
They had to because at a certain point, the Washington D.C. was set on fire. It was burned ground.
That's another of my favorite thing. The only reason we have the picture of Washington today is because in the War of 1812, when they set Washington on fire, Dolly Madison actually rolled up the picture and saved it pacifically. So we got to thank Dolly Madison for saving Washington's picture.
Yep, because if she hadn't, we would have lost it.
Overheard that I hate getting religious on you, but I feel some things are arguably God's will.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I believe that.
Yeah, that's fair. No argument. But yeah, I love like the little idiosyncrasies of history. Like basically for the first 100 years, did you know the Declaration of Independence was just stored on a wall? Like that's why the independence is faded, and the only reason we even saved it is because it had the founding fathers' signatures on it.
Yep, and those were the only things that hadn't faded just yet.
And the reason why it took on the new context is actually because of Lincoln during the Civil War. Is he actually like recontextualized the Declaration of Independence, and that's kind of where the modern view comes on. Also, the Liberty Bell is not the original. If you go to Philadelphia, the one up there is the Centennial Bell from the 1800s. Because the original Liberty Bell cracked. Now we still have the original Liberty Bell, but the one up there is actually also. Sorry, I like my floodgates of like all of my like you know how like some autistic people have like all these weird penguin facts.
Yeah,
I have weird history facts. Like, for example, did you know the desk the president uses is called the Resolute desk? The British monarch has an exact same copy of that desk.
Yeah, they were. It was done in celebration of the new peace that we had a century ago. And that's why it's called the Is it the Centennial Desk or what was it? What's it talking about?
Resolute desk.
The Resolute desk. Thank you. That's why it has such precedence, and that's why it was used in what was that movie where they had to go steal the Declaration of Independence?
National Treasure.
National Treasure. Thank you.
I think that's a Book of Secrets movie, which I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. Oh. I remember when that movie came out, somebody actually asked Obama, Mr. President, is there actually a Book of Secrets? And he just looked them dead in the eye, seriously, like, if there was, do you really think I'd tell you?
Yeah.
Say whatever you will about Obama, but like, you know.
Yeah, at least he did that. That's comedy gold.
I'm heading out early, you guys. Have a great rest. You stream all right.
Yeah, same.
Ironic President Lincoln fact. His son saved John Wilkes Booth from getting hit by a train. Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth. Okay. John Wilkes Booth's life was saved by Lincoln's son. Lincoln was saved by John Wilkes Booth's brother or some connection to that. They're like families interconnected in a way that's weird.
Yeah, didn't John Wilkes Booth's son actually defend? Didn't Lincoln's son actually defend one of the Booths later on or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Not all the Booths were as crazed as he was.
So let me give you some context. So John Wilkes Booth was a famous actor, all right? The modern equivalent would be if Tom Cruise shot the president.
You are correct. That's the...
That would be the modern equivalent.
That is the modern equivalent indeed. He was a very...
No. I got to do this better. This would be like if Alec Baldwin shot the president. That was dark. That was dark. I'm sorry.
That was dark, but it fits.
I'm sorry. My sense of humor is a little bit rusty.
God dang it.
If I'm going to shoot from the hip, I hope I'm using a cold gun.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just...
Oh, so you want to shoot with a big gun from the hip?
With a big iron on my hip. All right. I think we've reached peak cringe. We're already 40 minutes into overtime. I think it's time to end this. End this little charade. So,
all right.
Like the stream, if you can. Well, please like the stream. We are 2 weeks away from Screecher. Next Friday, we are doing Jurassic Park. Tomorrow we will be doing Skyrim. I might have a little surprise for you. I'm going to look into something.
Look, I know we talked about, the Philosopher's Stone, all this. Don't bring out the Necronomicon. That is forbidden.
Oh, Sunday. We are starting the stream a little bit early at 4 p.m. because Rose is actually coming into town, and I'm going to have dinner with her and her hubby. So Sunday might be a bit truncated because when she tells me she's ready, I'm going to end the stream.
Yep.
That could start as early as 5. So Tuesday, Pence, and then Friday, so. All right, buddy, this is Nick from the Phoenix Press. Remember, I can only show you the door. You're the one to walk through it.